What I worry about, and I've thought a lot about this over the last several months, is that if you're not doing some kind of morning routine and you look at what some people are doing, it can look like awfully intimidating. Whereas like I could never get up an hour early. I mean, I have a 20-year-old daughter now, but she wasn't always 20. Once upon a time, she was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. And so like, I know what those mornings are like. You're not just going to wake up an hour earlier if you've got kids in the house and you're trying to get them out to school and have like, this Zen-like meditation and this great journaling session and your herbal tea with a candle lit. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, that's not real life for so many people. What I would tell you, what I always ask people, that if you're not doing a morning routine, if you could wake up just 5 minutes earlier tomorrow than you did today and just do two things. One, wake up and drink, not a bottle of water, but just a glass of water. It doesn't have to be like a whole liter or gallon or whatever it is they say. No phone, no TV, no external outputs, just drink a glass of water. And then paper and pencil, I prefer. I mean, if you have to use something digital to do it, that's fine, but I prefer paper and pencil just to answer 3 questions in a journal. And I'll explain what the 3 questions are right now. I do this each morning. I do a few more, but here are the 3 basic questions. The first one is, what is the theme for, what is my outlook for the day? This is not like a list of activities that I'm going to be doing, but these are more like overarching themes, like setting an intention for the day. For me, I tend to kind of write similar words each day as kind of a neuroscience type exercise, but I've gone through journaling stages where I write different words each day. But it's a great time to think about what kind of day. Is it a more extroverted day? Is it a more introverted day? Is it more a creative day? Is it more of an operational day? I think you can be intentional with this question is, what's my outlook for the day? Just give it a little bit of intention when you first wake up. Second question, what is the focus of my relationships for the day? Here again, while in some ways it may feel like a list of people that you think you're going to talk to, again, it's a way of giving the relationships intention. And, I wrote Nicole and Ron and the GSH network in my journal this morning, while I imagine most of you were sleeping. Well, with a 9-hour time difference, maybe it was last night for some of you guys, maybe some of you were awake. But, again, the relationships is just a way of thinking about that and giving intention to that and kind of how I want to bring my best self to those relationships. And then the third question is, for what am I grateful? Simple question. If you write one thing, that's great. If you write 3 different things you're grateful for, that's great. If you write one thing you're grateful for and 3 reasons why, that's great. There's no rule to this. But this exercise, drinking a glass of water and answering these 3 questions in paper and pencil, is a great analog exercise. It takes 5 minutes. And what it really does, it allows you to tune in to your own voice first and tune out the voice of others. Tune out email, tune out social media, tune out the weather. It's not changing. Tune out the traffic. It's not changing, especially in Southern California. These are things that can wait 5 minutes. And then when you're done, go about your day, go about what you were doing before. My belief is that if you get good at owning the first 5 minutes of your day, and it's just, this is one simple way of going about it, you'll begin to kind of see some change after about 30 days or so. And you might start to question, well, this is interesting. What if I did a little bit more? If I gave myself 10 or 15 minutes, what might I write about, or what else might I do? And you might find some ways to sort of extend that time period out a little bit of, something a bit more analog and tuning into your own voice. It could be something like doing some mindful breathing exercises. It could be something like doing some sun salutations. I do those today. It could be doing a little bit of creative writing. It could be doing a little bit of exercise outside. There's a lot of things that we can do. And I think what I hope this part of the talk will do is to encourage you to experiment with some analog activity that is just focused on listening to your own voice.